y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Um, my name is Tashawn. I go by Nine Coins on YouTube, and thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. This is a fairly new channel, so if you happen to find your way to this video and decided to click watch, I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. You could have been watching any YouTube video, but you decided on this one. I'm really grateful. So, I know that this is a time of the month where people talk about what they did in their tarot practice in the previous month. I have to say, like, my nose was just really in the books the whole time. I'm in grad school full time and I've been taking summer courses as well. And it's just been um, really busy in that regard. And so I don't have much to report unless you want to learn about human development over the course of a lifespan or role theory or drama therapy. If you want to know about any of those things, I would be happy to rattle off about that. But if not, I can share with you this deck that I bought last month. This is called the Mini Queens Tarot. I believe the artist is named. Let me take a look at the book. Lettie Jane Rennecamp. Yes, Lettie Jane Rennecamp is the artist, illustrator, and writer. And I just wanted to kind of do a quick walkthrough. This won't be as chatty, but if there's something that sticks out um, that I would like to comment on, I will do so. This deck interested me not only because of its design and the illustration style, which is comes off as like really quirky, but also there's a level of diversity in this deck that I thought would be great to lift up for those who are interested in that. And also the marketing style is such that Lettie Jane offers this deck at wholesale price for queer, Black, Indigenous people of color. So she's very clear about who this deck is really for. Not to say that it's not for anyone else, but she's really trying to center marginalized communities in this deck. And so I just thought I'd just lift that up real quick before getting started. Otherwise, let's do this. Oh wait. Let's start from the. Oh, you'll notice that it is a black and white deck, and I decided to add a pop of color by edging it in like a hot pink, maybe. It didn't really. Maybe I need another layer, but you can still see the pattern from the backs kind of coming through in the edges randomly. So, um, but I was like, I need color somewhere. I'm not really used to working with black and white, but I find that this particular one, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's great. And I'm curious to know, I don't know if she explains it at all, but I'm curious to know why she chose to illustrate in black and white as opposed to adding color. But anyway, here we go. You'll notice that these bodies are perfectly imperfect, and you'll notice that there's body hair. I love whatever's going on between this high priestess's legs. Ah, love it. Now, I think this was the deck. I mean, this was the card that sold me on getting this deck. First of all, the Empress is, I don't know, what do you call it? Your soul card, birth card, one of those cards. I'll call it my birth card. Um, and so I always kind of, whenever I'm deciding to purchase a deck, I look at the Empress as one of those cards that I look at, like, can I resonate with this card? And I just love that the Empress's breasts are different sizes from each other. I think oftentimes illustrators go for when they think of Empress, they design the Empress as being so like perfectly beautiful, the ultimate feminine, you know. Um, and I'm glad that this Empress shows again that perfectly imperfect. That is that is a woman's body, um, and that it's not the perfection that makes a woman's body feminine. It is these imperfections. And also I feel like too trying to represent every woman in this body, so women who have small chests or no chests, and women who have larger chests. And um, so I was really intrigued by this card. I think this was the one that sold me. I also love like the composition. You know, there's no borders um, in these with these cards, but just the like composition, the shaping within the card, I think I really like in this deck. I also noticed too how all of the like wisdomy cards, the archetypes that are known for wisdom and inner knowledge, have eyes on their clothing as prints on their clothing. Again, you see body hair. I freaking love this hanged man. um, because I love the way that their breasts fall, because that is how breasts will naturally fall if you're upside down. Love. And so you have, um, there's a transness in these bodies you have here, trans identities. So you can see here how this deck is very much Rider Waite Smith. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a clone, um, but it does not stray very far. Here you have the eyes pattern. It does not stray very far from the traditional symbology of a Rider Waite Smith deck. I love that this character in the Two of Wands has their booty out, because when you're about to take a risk, um, sometimes you do feel like you're exposing yourself, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really. I was pausing at the Four of Wands because I love that take, and I just hadn't really come across that card in my pulls yet, and so I was just taking a closer look. Oh, I know I'm like moving all the way. I'm like almost halfway through the deck, but there is nudity, but it's not sexualized. So apologies if you needed that that warning. The Eight of Wands. Ooh, sorry. Love the sun coming up behind the Nine of Wands. This is interesting. Is the Ten of Wands? Is the 10 Wands? Is she holding it, or are they holding it, or are the wands crushing them? If you hear any banging, that would be my roommate who has just moved in and is hanging up pictures. Um, Great timing. Love it. Okay. I love Three of Cups that clearly show that the people are having fun. Here you have a card that's meant to be read horizontally. So I think there's a couple of them in this deck. A lot of people don't like that. I don't mind. I don't care. I love this Nine of Cups. Ugh, and this Ten of Cups. I like the Two of Swords. It's almost like they're slumped over, you know? Sometimes indecision can make you that way. A very traditional Three of Swords. I love the use of shadow on some of these cards. Very cool. Ten of Swords, pretty traditional, except they do have their hand on the sword. The battle's over, but the war is not done yet. Here's our second, oops, our second horizontal card. The pentacles here are represented by gems. Huh. There is no effortlessness in this balance here, which I find interesting. I love Three of Pentacles cards that have more than one person in them. What's the look on this Five of Pentacles face? What are you up to? Aren't you supposed to be depressed and destitute? What in the world? Oh, but you got your eye on that gem. Very interesting Five of Pentacles. I just noticed that this box or whatever that is has tatas. Why? Why are we doing that? Eight of Pentacles. Love this Nine of Pentacles. This is also another card that I look to in deciding if a deck really calls to me. Of course, as you know, my name is Nine Coins on YouTube, and yeah, I love it. Yeah, very traditional. All the knights are on horses, you know. He doesn't do much to stray very far from the RWS. I love the plant life that is behind the Queen of Pentacles. And there you have your King of Pentacles on a bull. Alrighty. The cards are humongous. I'm not gonna lie. However, um, I'm a riffle shuffler, and oops, look at me. Am I a riffle shuffler? Am I? Let's try it again. Oh my god! They are a little tough to get into your hands, I must say, but once you have a good grip, they will riffle shuffle. I'm not much of an overhand, but they do that as well. They will, yep, they will jump. They will jump. Uh, yeah, I have a tendency to be into decks that are huge, and I don't know. I'm trying not to buy huge decks because it's like they're not practical. Like I would have liked to take this with me on vacay, but it's just too big. But anyway, um, here is the guidebook. It's really not anything to write home about. It just gives you your, some keyword, like a couple statements, both of if you do reversals, I don't do reversals, but they have reverse meanings as well as the conventional meanings for each of the cards here. Very well laid out. It's just, it's not a lot, but it's enough. So if you're a beginner, it's enough to get you started. Um, and they also give you some recommendations on books for further study. So they have 78 Degrees of Wisdom in here. Um, and they have The Way of the Tarot, The Spiritual Teacher in the Cards by Alejandro Jodorowsky and Marianne Costa. So I think those were the two books that the illustrator relied on to create this LWB. I'm not going to pull a card because I don't feel like it, but I don't know. I just wanted to take some time to show you this deck. I think it's a cool deck. Um, and Gosh, of course I had to like open it up to the Tower card, didn't I? Um, I think that if you are someone who either identifies as queer or queer, Black, Indigenous person of color, or if you are a tarot practitioner that reads for others who identify, um, as any of those identities, especially queer identities, I think this is a lovely addition to one's collection. I have tried to read with this for myself, and I find it difficult. And maybe because I'm in a period right now where I'm really into I'm in a vanity moment where I'm drawn to things that look pretty right now, and I think maybe that's that Leo season energy coming in. But I'm not really reading, or it's not really resonating for me right now. But that's not to say that it won't at another time. Um, but I think that like it's lovely to have a deck in one's collection that strays away from how bodies are typically represented um, in tarot and oracle decks. Of course, it does have a quirky nature, and I understand that not everyone's into quirk. I love quirk. I'm drawn to a lot of decks that have just quirky design and composition and illustration, and everything seems out of proportion, and I love it. It's really interesting to the eye. It makes you really think about what's in the image. What are you looking at? So, so yeah, I'll drop the link in the to where you can purchase this um, below. Again, if you identify as a queer, Black, Indigenous person of color, I believe the original cost of the deck is $60, and for queer BIPOC, it is $30, which I think is really great and really says a lot about the illustrator's, I guess, philosophy. And so, anyway, I will stop there. I don't want to linger too long and take up too much of your time. But otherwise, thank you once again for stopping in and watching another video. I'm so appreciative, and I've been receiving so much welcome on in the tarot tube community, and just so appreciative of everyone who is watching my videos and commenting, and whether it's 10 or whether it's one, two, or 10 of you, thank you so much. As you know, YouTube is a weird, scary place for people, for creators just starting out, and so just really feeling the warmth and really grateful for it. Anyway, I hope that this video has helped someone or has maybe interested you in these types of decks. Or maybe it's just nice to have in the background as you, I don't know, have your morning coffee or eat breakfast or, I don't know, clean your room. I don't know. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel if you'd like. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.